What happens when grief meets delusion and documentary collides with fiction in the most unsettling way possible? Invention dares to explore territory that most filmmakers wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And the results are absolutely mesmerizing. This audacious indie creation from director Courtney Stephens, alongside co-writer and star Callie Hernandez, presents something genuinely unprecedented, a docu-fictional exploration that blurs the lines between reality and storytelling so masterfully, you'll question everything you think you know about processing loss. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't just artistic experimentation for the sake of it. Hernandez delivers a haunting performance as Carrie, essentially portraying a fictionalized version of her own life experience. The narrative centers around Carrie grappling with her father's recent death. But this wasn't just any ordinary parent. Her deceased father operated as what many would label a fraudulent physician, someone who peddled dubious alternative healing devices through what appeared to be an elaborate pyramid scheme structure. Yet paradoxically, this same man possessed an undeniable charisma that attracted numerous devoted followers and genuine friendships. The plot thickens when Carrie meets with the attorney handling her father's estate. The harsh financial reality hits immediately. After settling all outstanding debts, virtually nothing remains of any monetary inheritance. However, she does receive something potentially more valuable and certainly more complicated: the complete intellectual property rights to her father's controversial healing apparatus. Even more intriguingly, there's an actual working prototype secured in a safety deposit box, waiting for her to decide its fate. And this is the part most people miss. The film operates on multiple layers of reality simultaneously. Hernandez isn't just acting. She's processing her own authentic grief. Her real-world father, Dr. John Hernandez, genuinely was an alternative medicine advocate who gained notable recognition through local television appearances. This creates an almost unprecedented cinematic situation where the performer is literally working through her actual emotional journey while portraying a fictional version of that same experience. The central question becomes deeply philosophical and personally challenging. Should Carrie, or by extension, should Hernandez herself, attempt to override her rational skepticism about her father's potentially delusional beliefs? Could embracing this filmmaking process serve as a pathway to maintain emotional connection with her grief while somehow validating her father's controversial worldview? Throughout the narrative, Carrie engages in a series of deliberately awkward, quietly surreal conversations with various individuals connected to her father's business ventures. The casting choices here are particularly brilliant and unconventional. Renowned indie filmmaker Joe Swanberg appears as an engineer who previously held manufacturing contracts for the healing device, bringing his characteristic naturalistic acting style to what could have been a throwaway supporting role. James N. Keenitz Wilkins, another respected independent filmmaker, takes on the role of the estate attorney, while cult figure Kaveh Zahedi, creator of the meta-documentary YouTube series The Show About the Show, portrays a cannabis enthusiastic entrepreneur eager to purchase the patent rights from Carrie. These aren't traditional casting choices. They're strategic decisions that add layers of meta-commentary to an already complex narrative structure. Stylistically, Invention embraces a deliberately understated, matter-of-fact approach to its bizarre subject matter that recalls the work of Shane Carruth, the innovative filmmaker behind the mind-bending time travel mystery Primer. However, there's a crucial difference in philosophical approach. While Carruth might have been tempted to make the healing machine actually function within his narrative universe, Stephens and Hernandez maintain a more ambiguous relationship with the technology's legitimacy. But here's what makes this film genuinely controversial. Is it ethical to use personal grief as artistic material in such a direct way? Are we watching genuine healing, or are we witnessing the exploitation of trauma for entertainment purposes? The film refuses to provide easy answers. Instead, challenging viewers to wrestle with these uncomfortable questions alongside the protagonist. What do you think? Does art have the right to blur the boundaries between personal healing and public performance? Should filmmakers be allowed to process their own grief so publicly, or does this cross an ethical line that should remain sacred? Share your thoughts, because this is exactly the kind of bold, artistic statement that demands discussion, agreement, or passionate disagreement.